Uzi.
Nah, I never got into
you
it.
said Uzi wasn't gonna be something?
Nah, Uzi didn't want to rhyme over a certain beat.
No.
I'm gonna be a rock star. And I said people
This ain't a Mandela effect thing.
No, rock star.
This ain't a Mandela. Yeah, he ain't gonna be like us. He ain't gonna blow up or something like that.
No,
I
you
didn't
said
say that.
rock star.
Oh.
He said he was gonna be a rock star, and I said we gonna decide that.
He is.
I mean, he still ain't sold out no stadium.
I mean, rock stars don't need to sell out a stadium.
They do.
Ebro, why so stubborn, bro? Just say, hey, I got that one wrong. That's all you got to say. Hey, I got that one wrong. I remember that, too, when Ebro on Hot 97, whatever, Lil Uzi Vert earlier had came on, and they wanted him to freestyle. First and foremost, I don't think Uzi the way we know Uzi now. I've seen clips of Uzi freestyling before, but he wasn't trying to be that. He wasn't trying to be that type of artist. And in fact, I could argue being a rock star the way music was going back then and now, those guys don't really freestyle like real rapidy rap New York lyrical shit. And Ebro, you were wrong. Uzi's had a very successful career. If you want to say he's fell off, whatever, but he's had a very successful rock star-like career, at least as far as hip-hop artists are concerned. I can't remember what year it was. I'm sure one of my nephews is going to point it out that I couldn't go out without hearing, I don't even care if you call all my friends. That was the only thing I could hear, all right? Literally, I think it was called Rockstar. But anyway, and that's what's going to get Wale in trouble. Because Wale, this type of stuff, Wale, he willing to say the real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all give some of that grace to Kanye that Wale should be getting, because he'll stand on certain things. He'll point out certain things, but he has calmed down a lot. You know what I'm saying? He tried to play the industry game to a certain extent, but however, while still staying true to himself. And he's got a new project out. That's what I'm using in the background right there. It's called Everything Is a Lot, I believe, 18-track project. So I'm going to need a little time with this one before I probably get back to y'all with a review. I saw Shabuzi was on there too. So, all right, very interesting. Anyway, as someone who yaps, just like Ebro yaps, but maybe doesn't have as much going on for myself as Ebro does, and is doing so many other things outside of yapping, you got to have enough humility at least to say, hey, I can get something wrong on a yapping side. You got all these other things going on for yourself. It's not that bad if you get one thing wrong when you yapping. You know what I mean? But that pride, that ego is a kicker. And I do want to point out, a lot of people in the comments, I saw that you may have a point. This kind of sort of rigid way of thinking could probably hinder the growth of a lot of the younger artists coming up that have to go through some of the gatekeepers like Ebro. And we do want gatekeepers. We want people to keep things in line to a certain extent, but we can't be, especially as older people. I was much younger when that thing happened with Lil Uzi Vert, but especially as older folks now, you can't, you got a little audience, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got a little motion. We got the young people coming in. We got to kind of watch it, right? Let's not OD,